Hello friends, the topic for today is selection criteria for microcontroller. Selecting the proper microcontroller unit, that is MCU, for your application is one of the critical decisions which control the success or failure of your project. There are thousands of different types of microcontrollers, each of them with a unique feature or competitive advantage, from form factor to package size to the capacity of RAM and ROM, that makes them fit for certain applications and unfit for certain applications. In today's video, we'll discuss general outline of the main criteria in selecting a microcontroller. Let us start. Welcome to our channel Engineering and Technology for You. The topic for today is selection criteria for microcontroller. Let us start with the introduction. The selecting the proper microcontroller unit, that is MCU, for application is one of the critical decisions. So because this decision controls the success or failure for the project, because it is the heart of the project, and if it is not selected properly, then the results will get will not be proper. There are thousand different types of microcontrollers, each of them with a unique feature or competitive advantage, from form factor to package size. Say, the capacity of RAM and ROM. So different capacities of ROM and RAM are available. Similarly, the package size is also different, and that's why some of them will be suitable for certain applications, but for certain applications they will be unfit. So that's why it is a critical decision. There are five major 8-bit microcontrollers. We are considering here 8-bit microcontrollers, that is from different manufacturers. Freescale semiconductor, that is Motorola, which was earlier Motorola. 68HC08 and 68HC11. These are the two microcontrollers from them. Then 8051 and its variants, the members of 8051 family, and the members which have been derived from 8051. So the instruction set, they are compatible with 8051. And then Atmel's AVR microcontroller, and then Zilog Z8 microcontroller, and PIC from Microchip Technology. These are the major manufacturers of the 8-bit microcontrollers. Now, each of these microcontroller has a unique instruction set, register set, and they are not compatible to each other. That's why the softwares which are written for one will not work on the other. And apart from this, there are 16-bit and 32-bit microcontrollers made by various manufacturers. So that also comes into the choice. So with different microcontrollers, what is the criteria designers consider in selecting one? That is the question we have today. So we'll see the general outline of the main criteria. So here we have listed this criteria in the order of importance. First is suitability of the application system. So here, whether the application we are trying to do is possible with a single chip microcontroller or a few additional chips, that is the first question. So, and then apart from that, we'll have to see whether the different pins, peripherals, communication interfaces package, whether they are suitable for the application or not. So does it have the required number of IO pins or ports? So this will determine the suitability of the microcontroller for the application. Because if your application needs more number of input output pins or ports, then it will not be able to run on a microcontroller which has limited number of pins. So too few can't do the job and too many will be excessive cost. So we have to consider the optimized way. The decision has to be taken so that it is in between these two. Then does it have all other required peripherals? There are certain peripherals required for the working. For example, the RAM, random access memory or read write memory, then read only memory, ROM, then A to D converter, D to A converter, and timers, and the CCP module, that is the capture, compare, and PCM module. That is for particularly the motor control applications that will be required. So we have to check what are the variables available in the microcontroller. Then next, does it come in a 40-pin DIP, dual in-line package, or a QFP, quad flat package? Because or some other packaging format. Because when we are say assembling and prototyping the end product, at that time this information is required. Without that we cannot prepare the uh, printed circuit board PCB layout, and the size will depend on this, the end size of the product. Then next, does it have necessary communication interface? Nowadays the communication interfaces are required for many of the application. So whether it is having peripherals such as USB, I2C, SPI, UART, and so on. I just mentioned a few. Then does the CPU core has the correct throughput? So here the CPU should be powerful. Then only it will be giving us the correct throughput. Speed of the CPU is important, and the internal architecture which will make it suitable for the application. So system requirements over a life of the system for the implementation language. So that is important. And here if you take a higher end processor, it is wasteful, and too little will never work. So that is how you have to choose the microcontroller in terms of throughput. It should be optimum. Then is the MCU affordable? What is the cost per unit? This is important in terms of final cost of the product. See, if you go for say 16-bit or 32-bit microcontroller, they are comparatively more costly. So, and if your application is simple, you need not go for them. Then next point is ease of upgrade to higher performance or lower power consumption versions. So this is particularly when you want higher performance, then can you upgrade to higher performance, and low power consumption versions. This is particularly for the battery operated products. It should have low power consumption. So we have to see the power consumption of the MCU. If it is a IoT application, then The power consumption should be minimum. The next point is availability. So, is the device available in sufficient quantities? So that is very important for the company making a product on a large scale. So when the company is making a product on large scale, it will need a number of microcontrollers. So whether they are available in quantity, that is important. Then is the device in production today? Because if it is in production today, then we can fulfill the future demand also. Currently, 8051 has the largest number of diversified suppliers. That is, multiple suppliers are there. Several companies produce 8051 family members currently. So that is one option for you. Then microchip technologies also produce the PIC and AVR microcontrollers in large number. So their production is still going on. That's why you can go for these microcontrollers. Then next is development support. Now, is development support available? That is the question you must ask yourself. Say, see the answer for this. So, whether we have the assemblers, compilers, debugging tools, that is the evaluation module (EVM), then in-circuit emulators, logic analyzers, pods, debug monitors, source debugging, debug monitors, source level debug monitors. All these are the debugging tools. And assemblers, compilers, and even the IDE, integrated development environment. So that is whether it is available and it is supported by the manufacturer. So that is very important. Then online bulletin boards service. So even the real-time executives, application examples, bug reports, utility softwares, including free assemblers, then sample source code, whether they are available. Many of the cases, these things are available online. You visit the website and they will give us the different supports, and even there is a community that will support you. If you face any problem, you can put your question in that, and then you'll get the answer. So that is what is important, online bulletin board service. Then next is application support. So specific group who does nothing but application support, application engineers, technician, or marketers. Then how knowledgeable are the support personnel? Are they truly interested in helping you with your problem? So these are the very important things. Then telephone or fax support, or even the web support. So if it is available, then because there are certain applications which are very new, and then the literature for them may not be available in the books. So at that time, you will have to take help from the internet. So we have to check these things whether the application support is available for the microcontroller or not. So you can visit the websites of the manufacturers, particularly microchip technology, then the Freescale semiconductors, or the Atmel. So you will get the answers for these questions. Then let us come to the summary. So Freescale semiconductor, that is Motorola, Atmel, Zilog, and microchip technology, all have dedicated massive resources to ensure wide and timely availability of their products, because their products are stable, mature, and single source. So they are coming from a single source. The company itself is manufacturing the products. Then 8051 family and its variants. They have several manufacturers. They are coming from different manufacturers and are available in time. So here you have the choice of variants. If some product is not available, you can go for the other product. Then in recent years, companies have begun to sell field programmable gate array FPGA and application specific integrated circuits libraries for different microcontrollers. So these libraries can be useful for developing the application. So in this way, you'll have to choose the microcontroller suitable for your application. Even some of the authors will give you the various steps, but the points or that is the criteria will be the same. So with this, we come to the end of this video. If you have any questions, you can contact me on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail or Instagram. Then if you like the video, press the like button, share with your friends and subscribe to our channel Engineering and Technology for You. And don't forget to press the bell icon if you want to get notifications regarding future videos. Now here some of the material will be available on our website. We are soon going to release the website. So with this, thanks for watching. Have a nice day.